These names are so familiar to me, Vox said. This world yearns for a warrior of light. And blanks are to fulfill a prophecy to become Palamecia's hero. A blank would become the first warrior of light. However, an ancient Moogle was leading me to the home of the supposed elder warrior of light.
This way.
Elder warrior of light?
You may already be aware, but this world once boasted someone with the title of the Warrior of Light.
Wait, what exactly do you mean by that? The prophecy said there hasn't been one yet. That one is going to appear.
It will all be clear soon. You will meet with a man who became a hero, and became the very source of that prophecy. He was the first warrior of light, and the name he bore was the same as your own.
So he's my predecessor.
Not in the way that you mean it. Let me instead call him Palamecia's point of origin.
You mean a god?
No. It appears I've completely confused you.
He's Vox?
Vox plays a role necessary for Palamecia's survival.
Meaning what?
Is that question rhetorical?
I suppose it is, at that. Hey, Echo. Where do you think we're going?
Don't know.
This, first warrior of light. You think he's gonna lecture me? You aren't prepared. You have to work harder.
I wish I could help, but I can't.
You sound like you're scared.
No, it's just... he wants to talk to you, not me. What if I butt in and something terrible happens?
That's true. You don't want to be responsible if things take a turn south, and they might. So then, why don't you lay low for a while, okay? I'll work everything out for myself. It'll be alright. You can trust me.
Thanks.
It has been many, many years since I have guided an aspirant like yourself.
Who else was there?
Other blanks, as eager as you are.
I mean, what did they look like?
Perhaps this comes as a surprise to you, but Moogles are wholly unable to distinguish one human being's face from another's. Still, each one of you gives off a different light, and that's how we can tell which one of you is whom.
So Mog and Moog too?
Yes, the same is true for all Moogles without exception.
That's a bit odd. I thought that all Moogles shared a consciousness.
Not all desire to do so. That's why I chose to sever my pom-pom from the collective. The pom-pom is merely a symbol, to be sure, and our real communication takes place within our hearts. So perhaps I'm not a Moogle, because I lack a Moogle's heart.
Huh? A crystal?
A rune protecting this place. My master desires to see if you are, in fact, worthy.
He's the one who called me here, and now he's giving me a test?
Show him the power of the Warrior of Light. You will lose nothing in doing so.
Is that encouragement?
That fairy of yours is quieter than I expected.
She's not comfortable around strangers.
A most enlightened decision, indeed.
Wait, how do you know she's being quiet? Moogles can't sense fairies, right?
Have you forgotten what I said? I may look like a Moogle, but I am not one anymore.
So you operate outside of Palamecia's laws. If a shadow can serve as a guardian, does that mean your master can take command of them?
No being can control their actions. They gave themselves into the rage they felt in combat, and their souls are obsessed with the desire to kill. All they need is a battlefield, and they will fight until they eventually succumb.
So, your master uses their replaceable husks as guardians?
As I said, all they can do is fight. You have saved them from despair by vanquishing them and gifting them with respite.
Another fight against shadows. You said they gave in, but what are they?
They are just that, no more, no less.
Are they spirits?
Not quite. They walk between life and death.
That's not an answer.
Do you have any questions for me?
What happened to the blanks who came before me?
I do not know what happened after they departed, but they did not become warriors of light. They may have been moments from defeating chaos, but that is too monumental of a task for a blank. One of the immutable laws of Palamecia is that trials are an infinitely repeating loop.
Your master decided this law?
My master is the basis of this world, but not its creator. There are no gods or kings making divine proclamations from on high.
If there are no gods or kings, then who? Demons? That would explain why these laws set people up for failure.
You bring an interesting perspective to the table. Not an accurate one, perhaps, but quite interesting nevertheless.
Perhaps? Is it or isn't it? Another guardian? I think I've proven myself enough to not warrant any more trials.
Fret not. This is the last.
Stop playing games. Not 5 minutes ago you said they were an endless loop.
They are, but that does not mean there are no pauses in the middle. It is only a bit farther until we finally reach my master. Follow this path straight ahead, never left or right, to reach the place where my master dwells, the Elder Warrior of Light. He will guide you on your way.
Has he been waiting all this time just to give me a lecture? Or is this another one of your infinite trials? Maybe there's a reward of some sort.
That all depends on you. But one thing is certain. You will have become a stronger man through meeting him and listening.
But I bet it comes with a price, like so many things here.
You look familiar. Like another young one who came here before.
Can't you tell people apart?
The light was like yours. Please forgive me, but that light is not one that warms Palamecia. That is the light of a heretic.
You mentioned to me that killing chaos would be quite a difficult task, right?
Difficult, yes, but not impossible.
So it's been done before. If that's the case, why is he still running rampant here?
Because he is part of Palamecia itself. As long as the world continues to exist, chaos will return again. The person you are going to meet now has bested chaos countless times.
The Warrior of Light.
He is no longer a Warrior of Light. Though the two of you shared a name, he now goes by Sid. Sid was once known as the Warrior of Light.
Mold.
Did you say something?
The smell. It's everywhere in Palamecia. The smell of mold.
Palamecia has been through a lot. Or rather, the world itself has seen countless eons. Sid waits for you just ahead.
Welcome. Come, follow me.
Just what is it that you want from me?
Quite into prying, aren't you? Yet it is evident enough that I am but an old man whose time in this lonely world is short.
Is that supposed to intimidate me or something?
I have something of import that I wish to show you. Let us talk along the way.
What are you?
A man who used to be known as the Warrior of Light. All I felt, saw, and experienced was stored within the runes, and my tale became the prophecy.
What do you mean by your tale?
All will be made clear. Answers do not come quickly. You should count yourself lucky. Very few are worthy of being called here, and even fewer dare make the trip.
You said that you used to be the Warrior of Light?
Not just the Warrior of Light, the first Warrior of Light. Yet only the runes remember my story.
You know, for a Warrior of Light who brought forth hope, you sure do live in quite the desolate place.
My days as the protagonist of Palamecia's story are long past. This is the perfect location from which to ponder the glory of my wonder years from afar.
So, you're satisfied with all you've done and decided to live in Nowheresville.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Memories are a curious thing. Some shine brighter than others, but together they form a blazing sun I cannot face up close. But from a distance I can see the beauty of each and every one. Call it one of the perks of growing old.
What about it?
It is this world's first tale. As the runes guided you once, they will do so yet again. This is my gift to he who seeks to become the Warrior of Light.
Another important place?
Ah, yes. Even the scent of the wind feels like home. But I suppose many feel the same about their youth.
It just smells like mold to me.
Every man has a unique past that no one else can fully appreciate. Your familiar smells would be foreign to me as well.
Your skull's thicker than syrup, you know?
What's all this about?
Sarah, of course. She's completely smitten with you, and for some reason you can't see it.
You're the one who's thick, Mid. Most people wouldn't share something so embarrassing.
When something is far in the past, it stops being embarrassing and becomes a bittersweet memory you keep locked away. That feeling grows stronger with age. Even the most painful of experiences blooms like a beautiful rose.
It's completely hopeless. We have no choice but to leave the fields fallow.
Don't lose heart, Mid. The reservoir should be enough for this season.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go ask when the Lord will open it.
You looked like me.
And you had a first name in common.
This is your memory?
Yes. Although you may have looked like me, I assure you, you are not. You never mentioned having a younger brother. But even if you did, I suppose you wouldn't remember.
These memories are yours, right? Because I've lost mine, and can't prove it one way or the other.
I am a man of honor. I would not lie to one whom I teach. This tale is mine, and mine alone. I desire nothing but to show you where the warrior of Lighttail began, and will let you do with it what you will.
Hey,
Hello.
this is Sarah. She's the only daughter of Shea Cornelia's proprietor. And she's got some news for us.
Yesterday, Lord Chaos came to me and asked me to marry him. As you know, Lord Chaos controls the reservoir between the city and here. He told me that he will not let water flow to the village until I make a promise to be his wife.
Wait, he will not open the gates until you assent to his proposal? Even though the village will dry up?
I would be chomping at the bit if I were you. He's rich and has power. That would be more than enough for me. Water, power, riches.
Marriage is not about wealth or politics, but about spending your life with someone special. At least, it is to me. Material comfort is but a secondary concern. How can I give my heart to one who would rob a village of life-giving water if I do not acquiesce?
Don't worry about that. Everyone would understand that you cannot do something that you feel is wrong. We'll figure something out.
Thank you. Hearing you say it above all others warms my heart.
I see where you're going with this, Sarah.
Meaning what?
Why are you always so pig-headed?
These names are so familiar to me.
Because this is the tale of where it all began. Come, we have much more to see and experience.
Are all your memories this carefree?
Far from it. I never would have taken up the blade were my life filled with nothing but pleasant experiences.
Sarah, I don't recall to ever have spoken with you. So, why do you know so much about me?
I know much about everyone in the village, and that you are its best swordsman.
I suppose I'm not bad for an amateur, but it's not like I've had any training.
Still, I cannot help but feel safe here by your side. No matter what ill may befall me, I know that you will valiantly stay with me.
And, what do you mean by that? I think I get it. Sarah would do anything to avoid being wedded to chaos. So then she came to you, seeking salvation.
Nothing in either this life or the next is as theatrical as that. No, she acquiesced, exchanging her very freedom so that the village may taste pure water once more.